in attendance and the millions watching around the world. From the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to ramble.
Yay!
We are in. Welcome, every
Hello. Welcome to the FIFA
One
Ramble.
of you.
Number 39.
39.
30, goodness damn 9. I did not swear then.
No, you didn't.
There's no swearing. This is PG. This is absolutely PG. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We're going to ramble about some football nonsense now, and we appreciate you you clocking into this, because this is quite a community we're creating here. We've had lots of feedback. Don't say if it's good or bad. We've had lots of feedback.
Loads of feedback.
So much feedback.
Absolutely loads.
Apps. Now you're talking. Good link there. If you are into your technologies, give Anchor a download, because we're all over that.
We're loving it.
It's a new little thing, and you can leave like little voicemails to us or to anyone else. But we're big in Japan. We're big on Anchor. Get on Anchor. We've got more quick clip bits and content, because it's not just about Facebook. You know, it's not. There's
a whole other world.
There's a lot of cogs in this machine.
There's a whole lot.
There's a lot. This week, obviously, there's tons going on. But we're going to focus on a few bits and pieces. If you can see, I got a bit excited in the thing up there. There. I got it. Don't you got it. This up on the screen there.
There.
Like that. Oh, on there, it doesn't matter.
We got loads.
Yeah, there's only a little bit, but I got a bit excited, and that was only half the stuff. So we're just going to go on a tangent. But something's bubbling. Do you know what's bubbling?
What's bubbling?
Bubbling is the news of England squad in.
Yeah, England
Who's
squad.
There. Can I drop Anchor really quickly?
Yeah, can I just drop some knowledge on some other things?
Go on then, sure thing. A little bit more. Let's do this. Now I'm gonna drop something like I did last week. If you saw last
drop
week,
him.
just nothing's planned, obviously, as you can tell by all of this.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna drop Anchor and just throw something in. You're definitely gonna agree with me.
Okay, get ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna propose to you.
Yeah.
Why the heck has there not been enough credit for one Raheem Sterling this season? They destroy him if he has a bad game.
Yeah.
There's nothing said about the pure and utter consistency of that boy has shown the entire season. His stats are immense, incredible. He's contributed a hell of a lot of goals and most of all assists, but he's been a thorn in the side of most teams this year.
Yeah.
So tell me, why is he getting enough credit?
He's not. I think that he was getting quite a bit of credit, but I don't think it's that fashionable, to be honest, to be praising. I was going to say it's not that fashionable to be praising.
Why not?
English
if it's
players
dished
in that
out on one hand, why isn't it praised on the other?
They absolutely love Harry Kane, don't they?
Can't get enough of Harry Kane, can they?
No, but Raheem Sterling. What has Raheem Sterling got that Harry Kane hasn't, which is making... I don't know what that could be. I wonder what that could be.
What are your...
Well, I don't know. I mean, what is the difference between Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling? It does make you wonder. Is there anything that makes them different?
All right, we'll put it out there then. If anyone's got any direct response to this, otherwise, I'm just happy if we get lots of positive feedback about Raheem Sterling this year.
He's been immense.
He's been phenomenal. And he will be a key player in England's campaign at the World Cup. Because we're going to talk a little bit of World Cup, because the squad's been announced.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of World Cup this week. But then as it leads up to it, it's probably going to be very World Cup heavy, to be honest, over the next couple of weeks.
But yeah, we're just doing a little roundup, and this is one of the things that popped into my thought box really about Raheem, because I don't think it's fair, and I don't think he gets enough credit of that team, that superstar, legendary MANCINI Pep team, and he's gotten firing for the entire season consistently, and he's just proved how much potential he's had on a huge level.
Yeah.
So that's just my little thought there.
It is interesting.
Not enough credit. I haven't seen anything. There's just not enough. And look, if it comes to the World Cup, remember my Sterling Silver when Sterling and Silver scored?
Yeah.
That was good, that one.
Should I do Sterling's player or Sterling's season? I guess say season.
I'd say a Sterling season. What I'd do is I'll put the caps on when it says Sterling as well. Sterling season. I thought that rude. But that's just my little thought of Raheem. Quick off the mark there. But hopefully, if anyone's still listening, like I haven't seen much, but if there's enough praise going out for Sterling, then fair enough. Yeah, that's correct. Absolutely correct. Otherwise, praise be.
Praise be.
Cardiff City.
Cardiff City.
There you go.
He's done it.
There it is. Cardiff City, Premier League player. But apart from that, there is a whole championship still on the line for two lucky teams to battle it out till the death. One is John Terry's Aston Villa.
On the fly, Griezmann's just scored for Atletico.
Boom.
Yeah. Barcelona's Antoine Griezmann has just scored for
Barcelona's
Atletico
new
Madrid.
Antoine Griezmann man, who will probably win a European Cup.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Turn that right down.
Before he goes off to pastures new and the new.
Yeah.
Pastures new, get it?
But yeah, we had.
Did you get that?
Yeah. We were going to do Villa versus Fulham.
Did you see the Fulham game?
I didn't see the Fulham game, I saw the Villa game.
Okay, I saw the Fulham game, so.
There you go. We can talk about both.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, last week we did say that it
You saw Sessegnon's header, though, right?
Yes, I saw Sessegnon's header. What a player.
What a lad. What a lad.
If Fulham are going to do it, it has to be this season, you feel. Because I can't imagine Fulham holding that squad fully together. It's
that dangerous balance, isn't it? When you get to the playoffs, obviously Cardiff City fans, we all know of that time and time again, of the pain and anguish around the pressure of playoffs, because it's detrimental. If you get to that stage of a playoff final, and you lose it, the psychological effect of that, thinking that's your chance, and that is it. And they, like you said, they've got some great players there, and you know the ones which are going to get snaffled if they don't make it. So imagine having, like, going through that, getting to that level, and that is the difference, and just not cutting it. It would be really annoying, wouldn't it? More so than if you're an underdog and you just make the last possible space in the playoffs, and then you just think, we're underdogs anyway.
It would be...
like, psychologically, you would be just at a disadvantage, really.
Yeah, you feel it would be particularly bad for Fulham this year because of their ridiculous run that they went on.
Yeah.
They went on a huge unbeaten run, which was then stopped by Birmingham. Harry Redknapp's moulded Birmingham.
Harry Redknapp's?
Yeah, they beat them. They stopped the unbeaten run. So to go that length of time unbeaten in the league, to then lose a playoff final.
It's crushing, isn't it?
Oh, that would...
Absolutely
and then
crushing.
Also you imagine then, like Mitrovic will...
Love Mitrovic.
He will be sold somewhere and it probably won't be to the Championship.
Because he's not got much on the line, is he? He's proved his worth.
Yeah. I mean, I think he should go back to the Championship myself. I think that he should drop down to that level, and I think he'd do wonders. He's proven this year.
I think it's a great move.
Ryan Sessegnon will not stay at Fulham if they're not in the Premier League.
No, but
Sessegnon will be off.
Like,
so you would imagine
how much would he go for?
Quite a bit. You'd imagine that Kearney would leave as well.
Yeah.
Tom Kearney would go. I mean, this is the problem with Fulham. It's almost like they're bubbling over, and it's just
they're picking up a bit of steam.
Yeah,
on the way, and the pressure's
mounting.
It's like a pressure cooker.
It is. It's like it's
hot.
bubbling, bubbling over.
It's just really hot. It's on a hob. It's just like boiling over to the point
where someone really needs to do something about it. To be honest.
It really does. Yeah.
I just worry about that Fulham side if they don't go up. this year. If they don't beat Villa...
Look, it's playoffs, it's rude.
What would John Terry do if Villa go up?
Not give one heck of a damn.
Well, he said that he wouldn't play for another Premier League side.
He's definitely... that's nonsense.
He said he wouldn't play again. He didn't. He joined Villa because he didn't want to stay... Wave.
Right.
Wave. No, wave. No. John Terry said that he wouldn't play for another Premier League side. But if they go up, you'd imagine that he would.
Unless he would.
Unless,
he would.
Unless Wazza on the blower.
Got a mission for you.
Yeah. It's going to be... I can feel an Instagram video of Wayne Rooney on the phone. Come to DC United. I don't know why Rooney talks like that.
Let's act it out.
Yeah.
I'll be John Terry, you be Wazza.
I don't want to be either of those people.
Go on. Like,
to be honest, can I be Michael Carrick?
I'm giving someone abuse just in the corner here.
Yeah.
Just mind my own business and other people's business. You can't be Michael Carrick. You've got to be Wazza.
All right.
I'm waiting by the phone call.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting by the phone call.
Oh, okay. Ring.
All right, you son of a gun.
I don't know why John Terry's something like that.
All right.
Come to DC United.
Okay.
There you go. That's how we imagine this will play out.
We are thespians.
This is how we imagine it will play out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see John Terry staying.
He's gonna do it. If but a bit part player, he will be there.
If he's got the idea that he can take Villa, he can be captain. He can go up to the Premier League with Aston Villa and captain them to stay in the league. Mm-hmm. He's going to have a go, isn't he?
Of course he will. But the thing I like is it might be a little wry smile from Steve Bruce if he's there, because I don't want Steve Bruce to be known for that. One is probably my favourite video of him, and it's become a meme now of like when you turn up on Monday and it's like he's at a press conference and he's like, all right.
Yeah.
Because I love that. I think we're probably going to.
Yeah, we will get that in there. We will get that in there somewhere.
Face on Steve Bruce.
Yeah. I predicted last week it would be Villa Fulham final. That's correct, and I'm still sticking with Villa will get promoted.
And I won't want Fulham to do it because I don't like John Terry much.
Yeah, I'd like Fulham to do it. I prefer Fulham to do it out of the two of them, but I think Villa will.
Because I want to see I want Mitrovic to stay because I think he's a class striker. I've seen him score against Wales.
I want to see Sessignon in the Premier League.
Who doesn't want to see
Fulham? And Kearney. They've got a good squad. I just think something tells me Villa will win. But I hope I'm wrong, and I apologise because I know some Villa fans. Any Villa fans watching?
But we'll wrap this up because they'll be enjoying a life in the Premiership with Wolves and our very own Cardiff City.
And
so there we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna move.
You're gonna. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to there.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss that completely.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna jump to that.
We need to get.
That one's the meeting.
That's the meat. That's the potatoes.
I'm gonna miss this as well, and we'll move that into there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Moving on.
We got a bit of sad news.
Don't.
I can't.
No.
I'm not even sure I can talk about it.
No. Don't.
Genuinely.
No, it's not true.
It is.
He's going to live forever.
Right.
No.
Juventus have called a press conference for tomorrow. And it's not the usual media day. And they've announced that Gigi Buffon will be there. Now,
I'm staying.
I think there's two ways this is going to go. There's the way that I think it's going to go.
You know that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still holding on to hope that it will go a different way. Right, Juventus have called a press conference for no reason. There's no reason to have this press conference, and Buffon's going to be there. It's looking likely, guys and gals, that Gigi Buffon tomorrow is going to announce his retirement from professional football.
Which is a sad day because it's one of our living legends who we've actually grown up with, and I've idolised him as a young goalkeeper.
It's devastating. He was signed to Juventus at, I think he was 23. From Parma. And he still is the world's most expensive goalkeeper. Mm-hmm. He still holds the record. It's 50-something million euro.
Well spent.
€50 million. That's still a lot for a keeper, isn't it?
Yep.
In today's market, if a keeper went for 50 million.
In today's money, yeah.
You'd sit, how much was Edison? 35?
35, yeah. Yeah.
Gigi Buffon in 23, 70, so that would be about 2000, about the year 2000, 2001, went for €50 million.
But there is some good news off the back of this, purely because my mate Wojciech Szczesny.
Yeah, we're going to shoehorn a little bit of happy
him.
news in there.
I like him. I think proves his class.
Yeah.
You know, he's proved it at a very high level with Roma. Roma was good. Yeah.
Roma
fans of the Ramble, Roma Football Club.
Yeah, we're just going to throw it out there because we can. Roma, the actual football club, Roma. Now follow us on social media.
Yeah, that's right.
1.6 million followers.
Don't worry about it.
They only follow about 300 people. We're one of them. Whatevs. We're not making a big deal of it.
We're not. We got class. We don't care about that sort of thing.
We're not two idiots that just record this.
We're not two grown men sat talking about football in front of a laptop.
Yeah, and Roma.
Once a week. Don't even worry about it. It's not that case.
One of the biggest football clubs in the entire world. Follow us.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's interesting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news live. Dimitri, that's Dimitri, I can think of his name. It is Dimitri. Didn't sound right in my head. Dimitri Payet is injured. Out of the final. Gutting news. Gutting.
Wow.
But yeah, so it looks like, sadly, tomorrow Gigi Buffon's career will come to a close.
And he's one of these living legends which we've seen and we're very fortunate to see in the flesh.
Gutting.
The same way that we see great managers leave, the same way that Maradonna's still alive, the same way we're still in the pomp of seeing Ronaldo and Messi, as well as a whole host of others, Wenger's and everyone else. We're in a very lucky age to live in, really. So it's just a passing of all father time.
It is.
Just stroking you very gently on the hair.
He wanted
just saying,
to.
Shh, it'll be okay. But it's just been the basis of football history is what we witness, and that's why we love it.
Yeah. Buffon wanted to retire at the World Cup, but as we all know, Sweden knocked Italy out.
Yep.
So they're not going to be in Russia this summer. Do you know some people who will be in Russia this summer?
Oh, I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it's official, guys.
It's official. We're going to Russia.
Just dropping it. We are going to Russia.
Roma have footed the bill.
Our sponsors have sorted us out, and we will be
broadcasting at the World Cup this year.
To Russia.
We're going to Russia. Actually going to Russia. But other than that, do you know who else is going to Russia?
Who?
Brazil.
Really? All of them?
All of them. They're unbelievable. The squad that they have announced is ridiculous. They've announced 7.8 million people in their squad. They're taking the entire country.
Should drop anchor and say awesome.
Yeah. There's a few players who they've left out, which is just crazy when you look at the team that they've put in.
Mm-hmm. Brazil. They're going to. They're going to the World Cup.
They're going to the World Cup. And they've announced their squad.
If not one of the strongest squads I've ever seen on paper.
It's ridiculous. Even in goal, it's ridiculous how strong it is. Just because they've got Alisson and Edison. That is just ridiculous. Those two alone.
Off the strength of the season.
Yeah.
I know that's the league which we've watched the most.
Yeah.
But you'd probably say Edison.
You would, but he's not their number one.
He's not, no.
Alisson is their number one.
Alisson is. And
Alisson is their number one.
You can't judge Alisson on the performance he had against Liverpool, because that was a Liverpool squad.
No, and that's what the bulk of people will do, though, because they only watched Roma in the Champions League against Liverpool. The bulk of British football fans will know them for the second game against Barca, and they probably didn't watch it. They probably just watched the highlights and saw the result. And they'll know of him from the Liverpool game. They won't have watched him in Serie A or the Coppa Italia. He's brilliant. He's an amazing goalkeeper. Then outside of that, you've got the sad news that Dani Alves is injured and won't be playing. That's probably his national career over.
David Luiz as well.
You'd imagine. Yeah, David Luiz was left out because he hasn't been playing for Chelsea, but you can't imagine really him getting in. The bigger surprises were in there were Alexandro, Juventus. I would argue, and it is debatable.
Prospects in
I would
European
say
football on the left.
I would say Alexandro, for me, probably best left back in the world.
Ooh.
Now it's a shout. No, it's a shout because people will say Marcelo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I prefer Sandro.
No, is this in real life or like?
Yeah, I prefer Sandro. I prefer Sandro.
It's better. No,
I don't think
hugs you more, treats you better.
Look, Marcelo
buys you flowers
brilliant.
every week.
No, just Sandro is more of a defender, and I like that in the.
No, like Marcelo and his
like,
wealth
okay,
of
put it like
experience
this.
every day.
I prefer
maybe
Maldini.
in a year's time.
When you were a kid and you always did this, pick your best 11 in world football, and it always came down to the people of our age. And I think for old. I think I can speak for both of us here. When you came to picking your left back, it came down to Paolo Maldini and Roberto Carlos. I always pick Maldini.
But I would still,
and that's how I feel about Sandro and Marcello.
I would have Maldini in there. I just wouldn't have him.
Yeah,
my
you'd
left
have a
back.
centre back, wouldn't you?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't. But I think that's
not Mug.
No, not Mug. No, not Mug. Yeah, but where are you going to play Julian Dix then?
On the bench.
On the bench, obs. #Blates. Yeah, I do prefer. I can see that it's not going to be one
it's
where.
It's not fashionable to see.
No, I can see people disagree, and then I can agree with that.
Anyway, I didn't think
why.
anyone could outdo and outclass the Germany squad, but I do think the Brazil squad is
There's a couple of big ones.
Unbelievable.
Like Malcolm's been left out. Bordeaux's Malcolm, who's had a phenomenal season, and again is one of the hottest properties in world football. He's been linked with a lot of huge clubs. He's had a phenomenal year, building on a phenomenal year prior to that as well. Yes, Gormley. He's had a phenomenal year, but I can see why they left him out, and he's young enough because they've got so many. Yeah, exactly.
Someone's going to be disappointed.
The biggest one though, Fabinho. And I read an interview where they said Fabinho, Monaco's Fabinho, for those who are not sure who we're talking about, he was a right back. That's what he was a right back, and they converted him to play CDM. And the Brazil coach literally said, "Well, look, if he's a right back, then we can, then he's got more chance of making the squad than a central midfielder because we've got quite a lot of central midfielders." And he's the one that I feel most bad because he makes that Monaco side tick. He should be playing right now.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be at Monaco this season. They actually agreed to let him leave, and PSG bid for him, and Monaco then said, "You're not going to PSG."
But look, Monaco's a very privileged, wealthy squad anyway. They know what they're doing when it comes to that type of thing. So
but yeah, the squad is unreal.
Anyway, Brazil, absolutely incredible. The squad is fascinating. It is really good.
It is a very, very, very good squad. To leave out. Imagine England.
Right, let's scrap that for a second, right? On one hand,
yeah.
What would you take? Right, one hand, look, Germany squad. Another, Brazil squad. Which one are you gonna do? You have to choose one. One squad's going to die. You have to save one squad. You have to save one squad.
Okay, I'm going to go with Brazil. But I do it reluctantly.
There you go.
Go Brazil.
Brazil, done. Yeah, that squad is impeccable. But as we've learned about big tournaments, it's not about players, is it? Well, it is to a degree.
To a degree. Right. I mean, they do help.
But
you can't take a team. You can't take a load of bus drivers. The team does help.
Yeah. When we look at squads and we look at England, for example, who knows? There might be a way of a bit of a Greece squad about it. Yeah. I don't know. It's not going to happen, but it's a really nice thought, Should we delve into World Cup stuff now, or should we just keep it? I want to talk about managerials.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, let's just do a bit. Should we? Look, England. I'll just do it like this.
Germany was a team. A non-Spursy nation.
Yeah, no, Germany are a great squad.
Yeah, fair
do you know
enough.
my big thing with the Germany squad? I'm interested to see what you think. Manuel Neuer.
Yeah.
Right. He hasn't played since September.
Irrelevant. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of helps.
Does help, yeah.
He hasn't played since September,
But
and he's in.
It is Manuel Neuer.
No place for Mario Götze, though.
Yeah, like, he is like an old guard, though. And they got Werner up front.
He's only 27.
Mario Götze.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. But
They
that's
basically just said
because of game time, though.
They basically just said he had
and if you've seen the
a
squad,
poor season.
it's understandable. And he suffers with a bit of injury as well. Like,
Yeah, he's not had the best of seasons, granted.
is he only 27?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness me.
I know.
Wowzer. But
Can I throw something out there that's non-football related?
Sure.
Well, sort of, but actually, no, it is football related. Right, it'll blow you. Will from the In-Betweeners.
Yeah.
Specky Will
Yeah.
from the In-Betweeners. He's older than Scott Carson.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Why are you comparing the two?
Well, no, I just found out that way he was older than him. And I was just like, what? Scott Carson in my head's like 50. It's ridiculous.
In your head.
In my head.
Is it because Scott Carson's always looked older? Or
It's
is it-
because Scott Carson has been in my life a lot more than Will from the In-Betweeners, but he's older.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't get it.
Yeah, true. Well, that was a tangent. I
There you go, that's a tangent.
did not expect that, no.
No. But yeah, well, look, we should mention it because it's relevant to today. England have announced their World Cup squads.
If you haven't seen how they've done it,
How they did it was superb.
It's great. It's
We put it up
social
on.
media.
I was just about to give you the link to the Facebook. You're on the Facebook. You're not on the Facebook. So right,
I agree.
you lot there, Facebook, the FIFA Ramble. You lot here, Instagram at the FIFA Ramble. There you go, done. Now, we've posted the link up to our Facebook page. The social media team they've done a great
Yeah,
job.
we just need to do another one for this one for YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
YouTube. Oh, yeah. At the FIFA Ramble on Instagram.
Yeah.
Search the FIFA Ramble on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram. Search the FIFA Ramble on YouTube.
Okay, go on.
There you go. The way they've done it is amazing. They've got a load of kids, basically, to announce the team. It's really good. It's very, very, very good.
Youths.
Inner City Youths, yeah. It's basically, they've got the cast of Made in England. Polished them
It
up
is
to
so
be
cool.
suitable for the BBC, and
Done a
then
bit of graffiti of Jamie Vardy's
bit of graffiti,
name,
someone's graffiti, Jamie Vardy.
and that's how the players found out if they were in the squad.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw the video. If you follow us on Twitter, which is at the FIFA Ramble as well, we posted a video up of the Brazil squad being announced, and Wagner, the right back, found out because it was live on telly, the announcement, and he's there, and he's got his family and all of his girlfriends there, or his wife.
Yeah.
His mum, his dad, they're all wearing Brazil tops with Wagner, like I think his number's 22, on the back.
It's beautiful, man.
And they're just reading out the names of the squad, and then bang, they say Wagner, and everyone loses their minds. But yeah, the way England did it was a bit different. They just recorded a pre-recorded segment with loads of kids announcing the squad, and that's how it did it. Brilliant.
Should we drop Annika quickly, just to blitz over the England squad? It'll be really quick, like 2 minutes. 2 momentos.
I'm not sure we need to. Go on then.
What? Do we have to?
I don't know. I mean, we got plenty of time to talk England.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
No,
it's
right.
topical. It's topical.
It is topical. All right. We'll do a really quick one there.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, the England squad's been announced today, and basically, I'm not surprised by any of it. I couldn't give one heck of a damn. Oh no, Joe Hart's in it. What would he offer anyway? Alexander-Arnold, really happy he's in it.
Yeah, Alexander-Arnold, I was delighted to see him.
Everyone's got issues against Welbeck being in there, but it is Danny Welbeck, and he's absolutely useful. I prefer him to Theo Walcott any day of the week.
I can see why, out of all the players who were in that squad, though, there's two which I could see. When I saw it, I was like, there's two which I could see there being, not backlash to, but the two that I thought people would question the most were Danny Welbeck and Loftus-Cheek. They were the two which if I had to pinpoint.
Ruben, yeah.
However, I'll throw it out there now. For anyone saying Danny Welbeck doesn't deserve to be in there, and anyone saying Loftus-Cheek doesn't deserve to be in there, yeah? Now, name me 2 players over him. The only one that I would suggest, and people, make of it what you will, the only one that I can suggest who possibly I would have chosen over Loftus-Cheek, actually there's 2. I could make an argument for Jack Wilshere. I won't, but I could. I could make an argument that Jack Wilshere deserves to be in that squad. And John Joe Shelby.
The John Joe thing, because of his passing, because he was told what he needs to do is put his head down for 6 months.
But there's
there's no recourse.
There's no way John Joe Shelby was going to be called up to this team because he hasn't been in any of Southgate's teams up till now.
Yeah.
There was no way it was going to happen.
And it's not worth taking a risk on 17-year-olds around Sessegnon either, is it?
No, not at this point. I mean, that happened to Theo Walcott and that didn't end well.
Yeah, true. So that's a little England roundup for you there that we don't really give hooting about, but yeah, that's just the way it is, isn't it? Really bitter quick.
Wait, look, we will talk about the World Cup a lot, but there's an awful lot of time.
It's hard to get excited when you compare and contrast the squads, really.
I know everyone's talking about the World Cup, but what I would suggest is cool your engines, people. At the moment, you've still got Serie A this weekend. You've got the Championship playoff final to come. Cup. You've got League 1, League 2 semi-final second legs to come. You've got the FA Cup. There's a lot of football still left to go. So, in 2 weeks' time, when we're pretty much done across Europe, then we'll jump on board the World Cup train because it'll fill the void. Until then, calm down. We've got Champions League final. You've got the Europa League final happening as we speak. If you're watching this live, if you're not, you're going to think something different. It's...
Yeah. Very true.
We will talk. Look, eventually we're going to do a lot of World Cup.
We're going to be World Cup.
Honestly, in a month's time, we're going to be talking nothing but World Cup and transfer gossip. So,
yeah,
let's talk other football.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
That needs to chat.
Yeah, I thought it was. But
I would say.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
Look, it's neither here nor there, is it? We need to do this managerial merry-go-round.
Yeah, that's the bulk, isn't it? I just tried to do that and it misspelled it to something without the R.
3 lines on it. Yeah. It's not allowed swearing. No. Alright, thank God that England thing, that was painful.
We got to discuss it soon.
Yeah, alright. Right then. Managers, guess what? Do you know what? I'll tell you. Thanks. Right. All of our predictions from earlier podcasts have come through. Basically, well, 2 of them, because we knew what the situation would be. Big Sam does a job. Davy Moyes does a job. That is it. That's what they were there for. There's no point in going through it.
Yeah.
That is it. And Big Sam will just chill out and just be in Ibiza, just partying for a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
Until the next thing comes. And there's a managerial merry-go-round. Because there'll be more people getting fired. There'll be more managers on the scrap heap. There'll be more of that. So they'll just fill out some other rubbish team and they'll save them. Not saying that's a hell of a skill.
Yeah.
I'm sat here I'm sat here with you in a room talking about this. Big Sam can do a job and that is his level.
Yeah.
He can go in and really manipulate the squad to get what he wants.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any heart behind that, It's literally a job.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Those jobs where you actually lovingly care for that club, I think those days are gone with Wenger going, actually. I don't think there's any love of that level, apart from your Sean Dyches and your Eddie Howe, who just work towards something on a grander scale. They're working on brand there. That's their brand. They've created and crafted that level of football. Anyone else, they're looking for a quick fix, and that's why we've got this issue with managers.
Yeah, I mean, look, this summer, the thing which I'm most looking forward to is the managerial shaker. Like, honestly,
that's the one thing you're looking forward to.
Yeah, really.
Look,
the last
Silver will come in. Tapping him up. This is tapping up.
I'll reword that.
There you go.
One of the things I'm looking forward to this summer is the managerial shake-up. It's picking up pace. Now, we could do an entire hour-long podcast on this. We won't. We can't, no. But we could if we wanted to. The big things to take home from this are, let's name the managers that aren't already at a club. Let's just go through it all, yeah?
Look, I want PAPPA Ancelotti as well. Yeah.
Right, let's start there. Uncle Carlo, Papa Ancelotti.
Papa Carlo.
Papa Carlo, Papa Uncle Carlo, Stepdad Carlo. He's Auntie Ancelotti. He's looking for a club. Ancelotti has not yet had
Chelsea.
a club. Okay. Now, Ancelotti. Now, what? Right, we don't know what the state of play with Allegri is at Juventus. We don't know if he's staying.
He's been a cool, badass mofo.
Yeah, it's looking likely at the minute that Allegri will be staying at Juve. However, there's nothing confirmed.
Nagelsmann will stay.
There's also Nagelsmann at Hoffenheim. There's nothing to say that he will stay
30-year-old
there.
Nagelsmann.
30 years old. He took them over when he was 27, 28.
Please come to Arsenal.
They were in the relegation zone within 18 months. He got them to 4th in the league at 28 years old. Make that what you want. But on top of that,
there's a lot going on.
Arsenal are looking for a coach. Zenit St. Petersburg, who are granted they're on the lower end of it, but whatever. They're looking for a coach. Bayern Munich, they need a coach. Chelsea look like they need a coach.
Definitely need a coach. Conte.
Will Conte leave?
Yes.
Yeah, Pardew is free. Pardew, mate.
Now you're saying it.
Listen, there's 3 people out here in
Papa
the world
Pardew.
now. Papa Pardew. You got Papa Pardew. Hang on. Stepdad Sam Allardyce. And I can't say it, Harry Redknapp. Anti-Harry.
Yeah, always trying to get him a job.
Look, I'm like Harry Redknapp's agent. The man deserves something. Yeah, no. Look, West Ham are also looking for a manager. Now, Moyes is gone. Now, again, I know West Ham are on... we're missing out Everton here because Marco Silva is going to be appointed Everton manager in the least surprising managerial appointment since Mourinho went to United. Marco Silva will be announced as Everton manager very, very soon.
And that'll be what we wanted to see in the first.
Yeah, Marco Silva should be there anyway. But
Sam's done a job until then.
Uncle Ranieri is not. Uncle Ranieri is managing in League 1.
Uncle Ranieri's fine.
Uncle Ranieri is happy in France. Ranieri to West Ham. Yeah, it could be, but he's managing. I don't think
he's happy, mate.
I think Ranieri's happy. West Ham have apparently sent out feelers. Hold it, because you will laugh, because I wet myself. Allegri. Imagine if you're Allegri, you're manager of Juventus, one of the biggest...
The coolest
club in world football.
Team in world football.
There's no club cooler than Juventus.
Tell us.
Right.
Tell us who's cooler.
As I said last week, I watched Claudio Marchisio make a double espresso, and I made a noise that was borderline sexual. I've never made a noise like that watching a man make coffee, but I did because it's Claudio Marchisio.
I got a message really late saying, "Please, can you edit the noise I made out when we said Marchisio?"
Yeah, and he said no.
I said
he said no.
I turned it up. If you listened to last week's, I cranked the volume up.
Yeah, I watched a grown man make a double espresso, and I'll do it again. I went, whoa. Just the name alone. You can say the name Claudio Marchisio. It's the sexiest name in the world. They are the coolest club in world football. Gianluigi Buffon.
There's no team cooler than that. Have you seen their new kit as well?
Yeah, the kit's stunning. But yeah, anyway, David Gold and Sullivan, otherwise known as the Dildo Brothers. The Dildo Brothers decided that they were going to say to Massimiliano Allegri, leave Juventus, come to East London. It's never going to happen. I wouldn't want to manage West Ham. Allegri's not going to want to. Don't be ridiculous.
So I would like people who I want at Arsenal.
Yeah, who's going to go to Arsenal?
I want Nagelsmann. I want Ancelotti. Maybe Allegri.
Yeah.
But I don't want Paddy Vieira. I'm sorry, I don't.
Do you know who you're going to get though?
Vieira.
You're going to get Mikel Arteta.
He's a great guy.
Could do well.
I like him as a person. I love his hair still.
Yeah, he's good hair.
He's
got a set of hair on him, that's for certain.
I think he's wonderful. I just want Nagelsmann.
You're going to get Arteta by the looks of it. But
yeah.
Nagelsmann is his second favourite.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's look.
Papa Ancelotti going to
I
Arsenal.
really want to know where Ancelotti's going to end up because I thought, look, Thomas Tuchel going to PSG has really set everything in motion. 2 appointments happened. Tuchel went to PSG.
Yeah.
So because Tuchel was being, remember when Tuchel was being linked with Everton?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine
the same way when
imagine aiming for Thomas Tuchel
when Klopp
and settling on Sam Allardyce. There you go.
Yeah, it's not smoke and mirrors that. Anyway, right, we got to move on here.
But yeah, I mean, there's loads of changes. I cannot wait.
Where's Wenger going to go? Going to chill out? Maybe take over the France job? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah,
need more on the touchline. Arteta, I agree, mate. I agree on both of those points. Look, if you're Arsenal, I can see why they would sort of go Arteta. Look, in the last few years, they've gone. I know we're going back a while now, but their last few managerial appointments were a kit man. They went to Bolton, and then they went to Japan. So they don't do. What I'm saying is they don't do things. They haven't historically done things the usual way.
Remember when I said, Arsenal fans, be careful what you wish for?
Yep.
Yeah, and then people are just realising the knock-on effect that actually has and resonates through the entire system that is in place in Arsenal right now.
Yeah.
You've got people being laid off after 23 years. You've got Vic Akers going. You've got a ton of Lewin going. Lots of the medical stuff going. Whenever people say get him out, same way in any job of any profession of any level, there are casualties that go along with that, and people who are really quick to say Wenger out, he needs to go. The implications that has as a detrimental knock-on effect to all of those that are involved in that club. Even if there is a change-up, but there are casualties along the way of people who may not find work ever again.
Yeah.
Or will struggle to because that's their life and they care for that team again.
Yeah.
So the whole care for what you wish for, and I've seen a little pouring out of who's been made redundant, who's lost their jobs and whatever else in the background staff. That is what actually happens.
Yeah, no, it's going to be. It's going to be interesting. I'm watching it. I don't really like the transfer window. I don't like the summer transfer window. It's too long.
Totally got me. I absolutely agree with you. And that was going to be my next point.
Let's read that out. Still amazed Arsenal don't have someone in place when they made an announcement. Had 6 years to prepare. Yeah, it's true. But then, look, at the end of the day, United had someone in place, and how did that work out?
Well, I'll tell you how it worked out.
Yeah.
Get Fellaini in.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's going to be gone.
No,
that's the second biggest thing in the summer transfer window. Where's Fellaini going? I hate the transfer window. It does my head in. I just want to watch football. However, sorry. No, I'm into that. However, this summer, the managerial shake-up is going to make it interesting and will tide me over because it's going to have to happen soon as well. The Premier League season's going to finish. I know the actual Premier League's finished, but you've still got the FA Cup, you've still got Champions League, so they're still going on. Yeah. But from now, you imagine all of these clubs, and not just the Premier League, the other ones, Allegri will need to give Juventus an hand. That will be tied up soon. We'll know either way, and I imagine he will be signing a new contract shortly.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Nagelsmann will stay at Hoffenheim, if I'm being honest.
He will, I think. He's built up something there. But he might end up in a Thomas Tuchel situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, Bayern Munich need a coach soon. I don't know how that's going to play out. I'm going to go out on a limb. Here's another prediction for you.
Go on then.
I'm going to say they're going to employ Antonio Conte.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to say Conte to Bayern. Hit us up and let us know.
it could just be a placement thing, you know. Like there's enough.
I think
there's
Conte
enough.
Bayern.
Big Sam, Bayern Munich.
I think Big Sam is going to go. I say Big Sam is going to manage the USA ladies team.
I think he's going to go to Cambodia.
Okay. Two big shots.
Yeah.
I think David Moyes will end up in the Championship, or actually, no. I'm going to say David Moyes will be the next Rangers manager after Steven Gerrard is sacked in December.
Fair enough. Do you know what though? The best thing about the Moyes to West Ham, first time I've seen him smile probably ever.
Hey,
since the Everton days.
We need to wrap this up, but we'll finish with this. I think that from as much as we've mocked them, I do think that Sam Allardyce and David Moyes both deserve credit for the job they've done this season.
Because they've done exactly what they needed to.
They both came in and their remit was, we don't want stop us, don't let us get relegated from the Premier League. Yeah. They both did that job.
Stabilise.
That's it. So I think that's as good a place any really to say that's a wrap. I'd noticed